This is Lunar New Year on ABC Extra.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Amy.
You're listening to I Ate My Way Through Australia on ABC Extra for Lunar New Year. On the line, I've got Sue, who blogs at My Korean Kitchen from Brisbane. Hi, Sue.
Hi, Jen.
How do you celebrate Lunar New Year?
Do you mean in Brisbane?
I guess we'll start from your childhood memories in Korea.
Oh, okay. So Lunar New Year is one of the biggest family gathering days in Korea. So in some occasions, you have to buy a bus or train ticket to your hometown 6 months ahead.
Wow.
So it wasn't unusual for our family that 2 days before the Lunar New Year's Day, we would actually have to travel about 9 to 10 hours from southern end of Korea to almost the northern end of Korea, where my grandparents lived. So I know it doesn't sound much of a big travel time in Australia, but Korea is a small country, so 9 to 10 hours is a really big deal. So all of my family, father's siblings visited from around the country as well. So as a kid, I was really excited about this travel because our family lived so far from the rest of the family, so we only got to see them on a very special occasions, such as Lunar New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So the day before Lunar New Year's Day, my mom and aunties were very busy making lots of delicious food and making dumplings, rice cakes, and special meat and some sweet desserts. And I was busy playing with my cousins. We particularly like to play a Korean traditional board game that's called Yunori. So I don't know whether people still play this game nowadays, but this used to be a popular board game played during the New Year.
And what do you do? What's the idea behind the game?
I'm not very good at explaining about this game, but the main thing is there's 4 wooden sticks, and then you throw up in the air, and then when it falls, then it will fall in a certain direction, or so the wood might face in the upside down or facing upwards. So based on how the wood stick lands, it determines how many steps you can jump on the board. And then people cheer up for wishing that certain things, certain movement they can achieve, then you can catch the opponent.
Oh.
So I don't know. I can't really give another example, other similar type of board game, but it's a kind of a chess, but different. So we used to play this game. And also we eat rice cake, rice cake soup. That's the main Korean traditional food for Lunar New Year's Day.
Rice cake soup. What's rice cake soup?
It's a rice cake soup, and it's called tteokguk in Korean. So this rice cake is shaped like a long, thin white sausage before it's cut and prepared for this soup. So it symbolizes, it has its own meaning because the white skin of a rice cake means wishing for a fresh start in the new year, and the long thin shapes symbolizes a long happy life and the prosperity. So, and also there's an older saying that when you eat rice cake, you get 1 year older. So as a kid, I wanted to grow up fast. So I had a lot of servings of a rice cake soup, and it almost made me really sick. But as an adult, I try to limit myself to eat only 1 serving. Otherwise, my uncle teases me that I'm getting older faster. So that's pretty much how we celebrate. But also there's ritual bowing to elders as well. That's called jeol. So people dress up in their hanbok. That's like a traditional Korean dress, or just a nice new clothes in more modern times. And the younger generations will perform the traditional bow to their elders and say Happy New Year. In Korean, that's 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Then elders will say back Happy New Year and the blessing back. And then quite often kids and young adults receive an envelope of money as in in return as a gift, and that used to be my favorite part of Lunar New Year.
Yeah, that was my favorite part as well.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how Koreans normally celebrate in Korea, but there might be other variations depending on their family's traditions.
And how does that differ to how you would celebrate in Brisbane?
Well, in Brisbane, it's a nuclear family at the moment for me because my parents and my one sister live in Korea, but so I only live with the other sister and also my husband. So it's a very small family, so we don't really do any ritual bowing to anyone, or we don't make a big festival food or anything because it just doesn't seem much a point it's only now making such a huge food, just the three of us.
Yeah.
But we occasionally do make like a Korean rice cake, but more of an instant version. So we just buy whatever is whatever it's sold in the supermarket. We just buy it and we make it ourselves at home. It's not a purely homemade version. So we eat those, but quite often it's not a public holiday in Australia, so it's very easy to forget that when the Lunar New Year falls, unless my mom calls me out today or tomorrow it's Lunar New Year today, please make sure that you eat something special. So
make sure you eat rice cake soup.
Yeah, that's right. So that's how we've been celebrating.
So how would you define a good rice cake?
Oh, well, I try to buy the fresh rice cake that's delivered on the day to the supermarket because I think they buy from the rice meal cake store, like a Korean rice cake meal store. So, but quite often you might find something that's frozen in the fridge for like a couple of weeks. That's still okay to eat, but it's probably not as tasty. So I think a fresh one is the best to go for.
For people who want to follow your blog, what is your blog URL?
It's www.mykoreankitchen.com.
Thank you, Sue, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.